From the capital of Tennessee and of country music for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Both teams sitting at 1-2 coming into this one. Somebody's going to get back to 500 here in week 4 as away we go. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Get it!
There's a dive up the middle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6.
Another carry for him. He's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Come on.
Michigan left is their running back. Rudolph from the pistol. This one's going to hit the ground to incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Slot man motioned over. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll couple together a yard there. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Let's go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20.
Ready?
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Milrow. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Titans have the first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Milrow with it on 1st. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Okay, ready?
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun now for Milrow. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Titans have a first.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Milrow from the gun. That throw behind his intended target.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Hey!
Euro throwing on third down. Dump off, caught by his back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
That one's a miss, so he hung it out right at that upright. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking from the gun, Rudolph puts everything he has under this one. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Now we're on the counter. And they scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throwing on 3rd, Rudolph. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. He started a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
They'll run here from the gun. Open space inside the 40. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. First and 10 from the 32. We go play action here. It's Milrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Texans have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Rudolph from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Third and long for him here. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Titans to the line now. First and 10.
Go.
This is Murray. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. It brings up second and 2.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. On the carry. This is Murray. Escapes the defender. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
First down, and they go right back to it. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that's good for a Tennessee first down. Walking inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have him a first and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Working quickly here.
A
pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Go to him again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
Hold the ready.
Now from back at the 4, here's third and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Here's Milroe to throw. Drops back. Needs an open man. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now fourth and goal.
1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break.
Ready,
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal.
liking it.
Trying for it with Milroe. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. You sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Brings it in at the 13. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready?
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Ready? 60 by 6.
Back now, pressure coming. He's going deep. He's got him inside the 25. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Craft all 80.
On 1st down, they'll run. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a second quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Okay.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
19. Let's go. Ready?
To the air, Milrow. Caught by the open man. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans tie things up at 14. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so this drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead.
Get it.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 40-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They give it to him again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. Brad Robbins on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Brings it in at the 12. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. That's completed right side. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Titans have a first.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
First down throw here from Milrow. And they'll make the stop over the 46-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Here's Murray. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Even gained on 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They bring Collins in motion right. On 1st down, here's Rudolph. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Come on. Hey, 18 Cardinal.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit him right in the mouth.
2nd and 10, back to throw. And that falls incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down, Texans.
The give now out of the shotgun. Cuts right. Keeps it moving. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get some late points and the lead. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Titans 14.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. From the gun, Milrow. Hits him on the out. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. Milrow with it on 1st. He puts him there under it, deep down the left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense, and this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Absolutely fires this one right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, they just couldn't quite hang on.
No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Rig alert! Rig alert!
They'll air it out on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You never ever as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Brad Robbins on again for another punt. And they could really use a good one here. He's got this at the 27. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40.
At their own 43-yard
Ready?
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Ready? Buffalo 18, Viking 18. Ready?
Back to work after throwing the pick. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast.
That's good for the Titans.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he has the Tennessee touchdown. The Titans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts from the 16. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Pass to 60, pass.
Here's the long back on the handoff. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. That stop made by Derek Brown. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Starting from the 5. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Milrow from the gun. Completed over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing here, Milrow. Finds him over the middle. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. All just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
That's 19, Sergeant.
Throwing now, Milrow. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. It's 2nd down and 10.
Ready, set.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Top 19. Let's go now. Ready.
Now it's Milrow. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
19 light. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. He throws a bullet to the center. Oh no, they get him yet again. Brian Branch has it. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
On the jump.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. 1st and 10 from the 43.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Houston.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Rudolph from the pistol. And this one is launched downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it. And now it's 3rd down.
On the deep ball.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. So 2nd and inches, they took their shot, Brock. They threw the football, as a lot of teams are going to do in that situation. But it backfires as the 3rd down run gets turned away.
You know what that effort creates, Kate? That creates that offensive coordinator never taking a shot again on 2nd and inches.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready,
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. The throw finds Okonkwo. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Offensive line fast.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's no row to throw. Gets him on the end route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Now give to Murray. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. Timmy Brown gets a gain of 5, third down coming up.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Ready! Cook! Ready,
Go to Murray on the ground. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and the Titans have it first.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ready, ready!
First down from the 42.
Ready!
Brown on the inside gives. Great decision to bounce this outside. Brock gets him about 8 yards on the run. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Handoff on second and short. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Come on, come on! Hit!
Back-to-back carries here. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Ready, check!
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Check!
This is Murray. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Let's go!
Brown on first and goal. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a third-quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
This taken from the 12. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Got it! Ready?
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal!
Pistol now for Jones.
The first down pass. The tackle by Alex Highsmith. A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Hold the ready!
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
Ready! Ready!
Here's the backup. First throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Ready up.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long.
Here we go. Set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Steady.
Monroe looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. This finds Austin, complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. The Titans have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Go. Gravity line.
Monroe now to throw. Has it in close. And that is a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Now in the close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans double their lead to 14.
Texans 21.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line. Excellent field position for them here after the kickoff lands short. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 670 Timberwolves.
There's a dive up the middle. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Texans 1st down.
Hot 70. Hot 70.
Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And goes to the hurry-up offense here.
2nd and 6 at the Titans 45-yard line.
Tossing right to the short side. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Jones now on 3rd down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. The defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Get it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. It's on target to Moore. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on fourth down. First down throw by Jones. Gets this over the middle to Collins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense up to the line fast.
Second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Jones going to throw again. Short pass brought in. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
That's another 10-6. First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, Jones to the air. He rolls to his right. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now within one score at the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
Yeah, really with I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, first and 10. From the gun, Milrow. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Shotgun now for Milrow. On the move, headed right. Look at that touch, laid on the platter for him. He takes it down to the 33. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Check, roll, roll, roll. Here we go, here we go. Ready?
On the carry, this is Murray. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Because that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Let's go.
To the air, Milrow. All in left side. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
He gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Ready, break. Ready. 70, Timber Wolf. Dragon 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. Catch made. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Titans double their lead to 14.
42. Texans 28.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Bring the tight end in motion.
60 Eagles. 60.
Rolling back to the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Trying to push deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying getting it to Nico Collins. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Ready. 19, 18, go.
Throwing now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
It's a row on 4th down. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. So this winds up a win for the Titans. And they draw first blood again.